Alright, what it do, homies and homies? Your boy Lars back with another video. And today, guys, we're going to be having a little discussion on, expectations?
Yeah.
And, just a little what-if discussion a little bit. Just something a little quick. And I'm here accompanied by, a good pal of mine, Demetrius. You got anything you want to say to my fans?
Y'all better be subscribed to him.
There you go. Subscribe, because if you haven't, I'm coming for you and you do the rest of your bloodline.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cat.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Alright, to kick this off, bro, there's a lot of things that's going on with Gotham Knights right now that I'm stoked for. There's a lot that I didn't actually get a chance to make a discussion or a reaction to the Harley Quinn boss fight, or the wrap up that they did, where they released a lot more information and what the game is gonna entail. So I don't know if you watched those videos. Have you seen the gameplay?
Not fully. I've seen little clips of stuff, but I haven't watched it. Cause I don't want to watch too much because I want to be
you want to be
surprised when I go.
In there we got to see a lot of Nightwings combos, and I have to say, he looks good. The fighting, the fact that your attacks can't go interrupted a lot. I don't know if you guys ever play games like Elden Ring, because that game has been the bane of my existence for a long time. You could be in the middle of a special attack or something like that, or one of your magic attacks, and then you get interrupted because an enemy hits you, and it's the same rule doesn't apply when they're about to do theirs. So in here, when Harley's about to do an attack, she could be jumping up in the air with the hammer, and here go Nightwing kicking her out the air. That's some crazy stuff. That's some real,
actual realism.
Yeah, that's some stuff right there, and I love that. His gameplay was very, very fluid. A lot better than the gameplay we got a few months ago when they dropped the Red Hood Nightwing trailer. I'm one of the few that really, really like that trailer, the gameplay, but I do know.
Straight.
Yeah, I liked it, but I definitely think that this gameplay was a lot more.
We are some of the few that actually are hyped about this game.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that's hyped. There's just a lot of people that's expecting this game to be Arkham. Again, this is the RPG style game, and I was explaining to Demetrius the other day that when it comes down to RPG versus a single player AAA superhero game, you're focused on as far as a single player superhero game like Arkham, the Arkham series or Spider-Man, you're focused on the combo meter. You're focused on unlocking gadgets. You're not focused on statuses, what kind of elemental status your Tonfas are going to be doing, or your guns are going to be doing. You're focused on just unlocking skills to make it better for you throughout the game, or upgrading you're basically just upgrading. You're not really unlocking and building and putting stats on certain things, whereas in RPG you're putting stats on, well, you're not technically putting stats, but you are. You're upgrading these gears to certain levels to add to,
It's more like Avengers. Yeah. Like you said, you said it's more like Avengers.
It's more like Avengers. Avengers, I really love the gear system.
Yeah.
Being able to upgrade that gear and pair it with, maybe your melee gear, your head gears, they correlate sometimes. And you could be dealing, more damage when you consecutively beat up enemies or stuff like that. That's what RPGs focus on. Whereas, you got single player games that focus on just combo meters and just unlocking things. This is just all you're doing is upgrading and not really adding statuses and adding stats and stuff like that. But ultimately, I do think that this game is gonna bring something to DC that hasn't really been in DC in a minute.
I think rough as a start Avengers had, just a rough release, rough around the edges, everything. It is gonna set a precedent for other games.
Yes.
Obviously now with Gotham Knights, they're okay, well, let's do it. We don't want this to be like Arkham, but what else do? We know Spider-Man, that was a big hit, but it's basically Marvel's Batman
Yep.
game. So what can we do? Let's take something from them and let's do the Avengers, and it works.
Yeah, and I think that they're going in the right direction, especially like so when I was listening to what the devs had to say the other day on IGN first. There's a lot of things as far as
Shout out IGN.
Shout out IGN. Yeah. There were some things that they were saying that really, really intrigued me. And I just remember watching the video and just like being mad excited because of like the open world itself, or the open world with, you know, your friend, your partner, whoever you're co-oping with. You know, the dev said like y'all can be in the same world.
We don't have to meet.
But we don't have to meet each other. Like we could have one of those really cool things where I'm in the alley beating up on some bad guys and I can use some help, and you just one of your friend just come and swoop in out of nowhere and help you out. But you know, what you got going on won't interfere with what I have.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a really, really dope concept as far as the game going. And for this to be a really big Gotham map, where there's tunnels inside the tunnels, they really just like they set the bar with this.
You know what would be cool though? Like if they have like little interactions. So like, say we're taking like same group or whatever. You're in one area, I'm in the other.
Yeah.
If one attacks first and they get a phone like, hey, our area and so and so is being attacked. That would be fire.
That would be dope.
And it's more immersive.
They'd be like, you know, oh well, if I'm playing as Red Hood, they're like Red Hood's here, and then you'll hear it.
And then maybe they'll like send more people, like take people from that group, make it easier for whoever else is in that area, and then they get attacked. And then
it's gonna be
that would be.
Because what if they actually do that?
I feel like that would be really good. Because I thought, what other reason would they have that you could just go off and do your own stuff? That has to be. If it's not, who made the game?
WB Montreal.
Them motherfuckers. Whatever he said. Respect for y'all. If y'all don't put that in the game and y'all somehow see this video and put it in the game.
Yeah, this your man right here. He the one who came up with that idea.
I will find you. And I will sue you.
You don't mean that, bro. You don't mean that.
Boy, I don't even know what state I'm in.
Anyway, bro, yeah, this game, like, I think, just like, again, that open world aspect with just the multiplayer, like, that's so cool. And then, like, the one thing where it's like, we could be on two different parts of the story, and if you help me with mine, and you're not on the part that I'm on, if you go back to yours and you eventually get to the part that we finished,
give you a warning.
They'll give you an option whether you want to do this again, or if you want to just like skip that part because you already did it. So that again speaks volume to the game.
Yeah.
I do understand like a lot of people have a little bit of the frustration with Red Hood because he's not like Arkham's Red Hood, where like literally Arkham, the characters in Arkham was taking steroids since they was born. Like they was literally like that formula was infused with steroids because
with that same venom that's coursing through Bane's veins
was coursing through everybody else's veins. Like they were moving incredibly fast. Not to say that the game was beautiful. By far one of the best open world single player games.
Very nice.
It just they moved really fast, and because of that fast combat, it set a bar, and it makes it really hard for us to accept the fact that this is actually focused on what they can actually do. Because see, if you actually pay attention to the Arkham series, you couldn't really tell what takedown Batman was doing. You couldn't even tell how you countered sometimes because of how fast he moved, and how fast he flew across the screen to go beat this dude's ass. Like you couldn't really see.
Were we even playing as Batman?
Yeah, well, we playing as the Air. They just got a fist through it. Like we just don't really know.
What? The Air that got a fist through it?
Yeah, because when you punch the Air, you like you open the atmosphere.
Yeah.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anyway, bro.
The weirdest. analogy I feel like you could have given.
We just didn't know, bro. It was just like Batman was moving incredibly fast.
Yeah.
All you saw was a black shadow just jump across the screen and kick somebody.
And you barely saw that because it's Gotham.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a sun.
Yes.
It's just street lamps.
That was another thing in that conversation they was having with the devs. As far as like Gotham goes, you cannot go out in the daytime. I think that it was really, I think that was a missed opportunity. That's one of my frustrations of the game.
Why would Gotham be a completely different place in the daytime, bro?
I would love to walk around Gotham as
Dick Grayson,
Barbara.
That would be so fun. Just
that would be
a civilian type, like
like that would be really, really cool. I don't know. I think that was a missed opportunity, but I think we go to the Belfry. I wonder if we can train in the Belfry. You know, just to like brush up on skills and stuff.
I think that could be like how you upgrade.
Yeah. I know it's a place where you can customize your bat cycle. Another one of my gripes about this game, I don't like how the bat cycles spawn in. And it's probably because I'm spoiled with Arkham and how the Batmobile kind of just like stand in and met you. Like I thought that shit was
like that. I feel like that was the realism from that game.
Yeah.
And they should have brought that into this. They
really should have. That would have been so beautiful.
Like that would have been fun because like it's just kind of. So can you use it to like take out enemies?
I don't think they haven't said that you could do
because you can do that in Arkham, right?
Yeah, I know you can do environmental takedowns, but I'm not entirely sure if like you can. I'm not entirely sure if you can use like the bat cycle because since the bat cycle only spawns in and then spawns out.
I just want like spawn in, do like the darn donut and trip some people.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I would love to use that for that. But you know, to each their own. I mean,
go freaking Devil May Cry. Bring the motorcycle, take it apart, and start hitting people.
Bro, that would be
hilarious.
Beautiful. Actually. Or like, you know, Spider-Man, where he would take the motorcycles and spin them around and then hit.
Yeah.
How did they not die? He took a whole motorcycle and hit him. How?
Like, Spider-Man, every person Spider-Man fought in that game should be dead.
Like
he dropped them on their necks.
He really did. He really did. He fractured collarbones.
Anyway.
Yeah, this
I'm gonna be so upset if they can't hear me because of all this stuff I got on my face.
They hear you, bro. It's silent in here.
You right.
Exactly. Ultimately though, this game is gonna be beautiful.
I'm prepared to eat my words if for some reason this goes awry. I just will not publicly say it.
Yeah.
I will, just like how some people faking hating this game just for fun, I will fake love this game.
Again, bro, I don't
see the hate.
I don't see the hate.
I don't get it. I don't get the hate.
Again, it's probably because we're all spoiled with Arkham. You know, we're all spoiled with Arkham, and you can't really use Injustice against Arkham because that's a fighting game. Like it's not an open world. Like so you can't.
Was that even connected to Arkham?
No, it wasn't at all.
So why y'all got a problem?
This is an entirely different game.
Bruce is dead.
Speaking of that, I think, alright, so I've seen somebody say this, and I've been saying this the entire time that this game has been a thing. What if, like, I want Bruce to be dead more than the next person, but what if Bruce is, there you go. What if they, like, took Bruce, either brainwashed him or brought his body back to life?
That would be crazy.
That would be dumb. Like,
that would be crazy.
I'm telling y'all, bro, if this story is like very, very engaging, I might cry, bro. I might. You might see me on camera like weeping a little bit because I'm definitely putting this on.
Do you want to discuss the thing we talked about with Red Hood? About, you know.
Yes.
So we had a discussion. I think legit like yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
About how, if you've noticed, they keep hammering in the fact that this man, Red Hood, Jason Todd, is using non-lethal rounds.
Yes.
And he straight up said, you know, Batman told me to do it. Now that he's gone, I'm going to do it. Or Bruce specifically told me to do this. Now he's gone, I'm going to alter his wishes to take Gotham the way he would want me to.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking, at some point in the game, they're going to either say some crap, or actually, now that you say that about Bruce the Impossible become like bringing Bruce back, that could be the moment he does it. At some point in the game, I feel like he's going to switch from using knowledge. He's going to get pissed off to the point where he's not going to use those non-lethal rounds. He's going to pull up straight up and like murk somebody.
I feel like that may be the reason. If I mean, like, if you think that the Knights in this game, like, if you think that Dick, Tim, Barbara,
are you just gonna get along, buddy? Like, no.
You are.
There's gonna be some. There's gonna be some type of animosity.
I definitely feel like it's gonna be a lot of resentment towards Jason.
Yeah.
Specifically because of, I mean, if they're
going, there's gonna be any two. It's gonna be Jason and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Well, I doubt if it'll be Tim.
Really?
Because Tim was kind of like the sweetheart of all of like.
But I feel like because Tim's the youngest.
But I don't think it'll be. I think he'll be the voice of reason.
But you think they're actually gonna listen to him though?
Yeah, I think that he'll be because he's the smartest out of all of them.
True.
I think that he'll be the voice of reason. I think that, you know,
man got this lead, so he gonna be like, man, say something, say something.
I just feel like they're gonna hold a lot of resentment towards him because of everything that he had going on. Like, I mean, if they're going the violent route of Red Hood, I mean, they beat the brakes off of Tim.
Yeah.
So if they're still holding that entire thing,
I would laugh if they make a reference.
If they make a reference to that, I will cry. I promise you. Like, I would be sitting there like crying, laughing because, bro, he beat the absolute dog dookie out of my dude, bro. I didn't even think that he would do that. He pulled up he told that dude, you know, look, I'm in your spot. You took my R, I'm about to beat you. Like, he was done. He was done. Like, again, I do feel like they're gonna hold a lot of resentment towards him because of the simple fact that he put Bruce through a lot. He decided to kill. It's just not. It's not something that you do. Like, you crossed the line, and he's dropped so many bodies in his years. So definitely, I definitely feel like somehow, some way, Red Hood is gonna get unhinged.
Yeah.
And I hope so. I want to see it. I want to see him.
I would love to, honestly. If anyone, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be. It has to be him.
It has to be him. It just has to be because why not? I mean, I do feel like Nightwing probably would.
Is Commissioner Gordon dead in this game?
Yes, Commissioner Gordon's dead.
You think Barbara could go off if they say something about her dad?
Barbara, the thing is, Barbara has always been level-headed. Barbara never really flew off at the handle, even if it came down to her dad. Nightwing, I think, would fly off at the handle.
You think she's more like she's gonna be the one that's gonna try to get her and Tim? You think probably gonna be the one that's gonna be like calm down?
Yeah.
Especially 'cause I feel like Tim's probably gonna be a lot more important than we think.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the one that's probably gonna have to keep the team together.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, he's gonna realize they're gonna try to play like mind games. Specifically, Harley is gonna play mind games with these people.
Most likely.
And
that's another thing they said about the villains, though. All the villains in this game, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but all the villains, they don't play a part in the main villain, which I think is so cool. Like, it doesn't. It's what Arkham did. Arkham did the same thing. Like, all the villain parts, all the villain sectors, you know, they don't deal with the Court of Owls, and that's one thing that I think is very interesting if you think about it, because like you had Clayface, he said something to Tim. I think he was like, "See you at the show" or whatever. And I was thinking like maybe he's a part of what's going on with the Court of Owls. But the dev said they're not intertwined, you know, they all have their own situations going on in Gotham. And also when Gotham resets, like if you go into the Belfry, you go into the Belfry at nighttime, at morning time, daytime when the nights are not out. And then when you go back out to the city, it's nighttime and it's a whole different day.
Yeah.
So the crime that you stop would be back. Or, you know, it's not like it's basically crime never sleeps kind of thing.
Which is exactly what Gotham is.
It gives us something to do.
Yeah.
And they said it won't be the same crime over and over. It'll always be different crimes. But I definitely think that the whole situation with villains, like, you know, those villain sectors, those villain stories, those villain side stories or whatever, if they even side stories, that they don't correlate with the Court of Owls. They're actually just a whole separate thing. So it gives us something else to do. Plus there's in-game content. Like, in-game content, bro. Avengers have been struggling with in-game content for a long time, and for them to just say right out, we got it. We got you. You got anything else you need to say?
Nah, man, you went off, bro.
The thing is, since I've heard about this game, I haven't been doing nothing but doing my research as far as like what is happening in this game, because I knew that this is the game I wanted to put on my channel because of the simple fact that this game is just so big. It's not one of those small multiplayer games.
Yeah, this is big mainly because of the fact that it's a DC game and Batman's not in it.
The Bat family. You get the Bat family. You know, it's
like we're showing what Bruce has left behind.
Yes. And we finally, like, instead of us, because I've been saying it since like Arkham City when we was allowed to play as Robin and Catwoman. I was just like, man, it'd be so cool to get a game based on, you know, them and their story, you know, where we're not just playing as Batman. And then, lo and behold, 6-7 years later, here we go with Gotham Knights.
Really, people just, I think they just want like a solo game of any of these four. Like a solo Red Hood, solo Batgirl.
I would kill for
I wouldn't mind that, but then this is even better because they're giving us all four.
Yeah,
play whoever you want.
Online too.
Whoever the heck you want to play as, that's what you can do.
Ultimately, this game is gonna be like top tier. I don't think it's gonna be game of the year, but I do think this game is gonna be good.
You know, I don't know if they confirmed this or not, but you know they have a main story, right? But then they have like separate stories for each one. That would be nice.
I think they do have that. They all have like, okay, so as far as like the skill tree goes, you have Night. There's like one final like column that you have to do, and that's for that like traversal and stuff like that, and the ultimate attacks and stuff like that. It's called Knighthood, and they all have to go through a certain point in their story to achieve Knighthood, to get those specific set of skills.
To be a true Gotham Knight.
It may be their own, like, it may just be something that they go through in the story.
Like a solo mission or whatever that you have to do yourself, like in your own world, do this.
Because let's say, you know, Nightwing is going after Two-Face, and Two-Face is in this game because he's trying to avenge his parents' death or something, or maybe
you think that could be like they each have to confront like someone from their past who gave them some type of trauma, but they have to learn like, okay, you did this to me, I'm better though.
Yeah, probably.
I'm better. That would be nice. Jason Todd gonna have a lot more people
to fight, bro. a lot of them.
Well, I mean that's why he had Gunslinger. They go come at him all at once.
He's gonna be the first person I play.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's gonna be the first person I play. He has to be.
Gunslingers are I love them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a brawler build though, or probably a little hybrid. I don't know, but I know for a fact that he's gonna be my first character. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna make sure that each.
I mean, he look like a damn football player, so you might as well.
He look like a linebacker, bro.
Like
when I saw him use like an electric slide to chuck somebody, I was like, yeah, he didn't tackle on me lately.
Big buff man right here.
I see him running towards me, but I'm just gonna shoot myself in the head. Ain't nothing I can do in that situation. He's fast.
And he got freaking soul powers on it, like the power from the lab effect. Nah,
I still see no issue with that. I see no issue with that whatsoever. That entire thing with him and his soul energy.
I ain't gonna lie, the soul bullets Loki threw me off a little bit.
What soul bullets?
He has like soul bullets.
Yeah. It may be overdoing that one just a little bit.
Like if it was just the leap and then melee combat.
The mystic one, the one where he shoots the skull out.
Okay, that's cool. I don't mind that. But I think they have something other than that. I might be wrong. I don't know.
I think the one that I've seen was he charged up.
Yeah, charged up and shot the thing. But I think
that was another one. He charged up when he was doing a melee attack. He charged up.
Yeah, and then he started shooting. Yeah.
It's so
if it's I feel like it should be something what that is amplifying himself, not the object he's holding. I feel like that should be what it is.
But the thing is,
if it's him amplifying his arms to whip around faster, fingers, trigger finger faster.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that since he's non-lethal, what they did was instead of giving him soul blades, because soul blades can actually kill someone, they decided to give him soul energy to try to make it where we have just soul bullets or a skull that just comes and knocks you out, knocks you unconscious for a bit. Yeah. Just to keep it where he's not using lethal force. Which also makes sense. Everybody keeps saying how they hate that about him, that he's non-lethal. If Batman is dead,
Grow up.
if Batman is not alive, what makes you think he's gonna do something to dishonor Batman?
Again,
even as Red Hood, he's still.
Even when they broke off from him, they had respect for him.
They did.
Like, that's something that never.
There were some points where they always like, F Batman because he turned us into.
But at the end of the day, where they are now, they would not have been if it weren't for him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm gonna this gets to a point like he's gone. I need to respect. He trained us for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
While he never showed it, where he basically said, okay, I'm gonna fight forever until my dying breath. He's going to, he trained them all for this moment when he's gone, and he's more so like, y'all can protect this place better than I could.
And
so
he's gonna honor that by making sure that he doesn't kill. And I think it's a really dope twist.
But he's gonna be fighting his demons, because I know there's probably gonna be some time.
Most definitely, all of them gonna be fighting their demons because Bruce is dead.
Yeah.
Like, how did they let this happen? All this and that. They're probably gonna be going.
A lot of them are going to be blaming themselves.
That's one thing that I bet a lot of people haven't really touched on. How did Bruce die? But that's probably gonna be.
I was just thinking that as I was doing that explanation, I'm like, they have been very lax on how he died, because he didn't really look that old.
They didn't tell us how he died, but I'm gonna leave that for the next video. We got
is he actually dead?
Is he actually dead? Y'all post y'all thoughts in the comments. This video definitely exceeded what I thought it was gonna. We are at 26 minutes in this video, so definitely leave your comments, thoughts.
Yeah.
Leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up. If you want to see this guy again, also thumbs up, comment if you like this presence on this channel, because I definitely did. It took me forever to get him here.
I love being here, man.
I love having you.
I love sitting with you, bro. I can't tell if you're sticking your hand out or something, because I feel like you are. I have very little.
Yeah, next time you won't wear a mask.
I'll wear something different.
Yeah, you should. That mask, it's beautiful, but yeah.
It works for cosplays, not for this.
This has been, our discussion. Just because we've had a lot of thoughts that we wanted to put into a video, so this is what it was. But I do not want this video to hit 30 minutes. I love you guys. I really do. Thank you for all your support, all the love you give me. You guys are amazing. This has been Lars-San and Demetrius. Peace.